Hi and welcome to another video of Made by Siem. It's finally here, this small chandelier, the tutorial in English. I've had so many requests to make this one into an English video, and I'm so sorry it took so long, but finally it is here. I really do hope that you guys like to watch this video. If you are going to make a few of these, or if you're going to make one, or please help me to spread the word. Help me to share the video on your socials, into Facebook groups. Mention me, tag me, Siem down below. I'm also on Facebook, so I want to see them. I want to see your versions. Don't forget to tag me on Instagram. Yeah. I like making these, so I really do hope that you like to make these too. All I can say is enjoy watching the video. And sorry if I struggle to find the right words, but you know, my best excuse is I'm Dutch. So enjoy watching the video. Now for this tutorial I'm going to use these materials. Camilla cotton, which is a 100% mercerized cotton, 50 grams, 125 meters per skein of yarn. They do suggest to use a knitting needles, a 3mm, and it's a fine weight number 2 yarn. That is what it says on the label. I'm gonna put the yardage for you across the screen right there. I'm not gonna use the complete 2 skeins, but it's just 1 and I think a quarter of the second skein to finish off the pattern. So yeah, therefore you will need 2 skeins. If you have some leftovers after you did this one, consider making, for example, a candlelight cozy, one like this, or maybe something like this. You can also make one of my summer party lights that I will put into a playlist that you can find at the very end of this video, if it is available in English already. Alright, now this yarn is available at Ice Yarns, and I would like to ask you guys, if you're going to buy this yarn at Ice Yarns, then please go down at the description box of this video. There will be a link where to purchase the Ice Yarns. The color is camel. That's the one I used. Now I'm going to use a 3.5mm crochet hook. If you do have a really tight tension, I would suggest to use a 4mm crochet hook. Then a darning needle, pair of scissors, and 2 rings. This is a 10cm ring and a 15cm ring. Details right there. And here is my very first one that I created for my I think this was my my test version. I think so. You need a LED waxing light. Never ever use a real candle in your chandelier, so therefore I'm going to use a LED version on batteries. You can place it in the little cup right there. See? This was designed to put the candle in the cup. There you go. See? So you need one of them. If you don't have them, but you do have, for example, Christmas lights on batteries, you can also put that into your small chandelier. pair of scissors. Already said that, I think. So yeah, this is all you need for your small chandelier. The big chandelier, the one that I showed you on the picture, that one is only available in a written pattern in Dutch. Well, let's get started. Please enjoy watching the video. Oh, I forgot to mention something. All the photos that you see into the video are from my Dutch video. It's cloudy outside. It does rain. So I wasn't able to make a beautiful picture of this version. So therefore I'm going to use the versions that the photos that I use in my Dutch video. So now you know. Enjoy! It's going to be in white. Now, start off with a slip knot on your hook and a chain of 6. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now go to the first of the chain 6. There you go. Insert your hook, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops that you have on your hook. Chain 1. Now crochet, oh oops, I forgot something. It might be handy to use a stitch marker. Chain 1. Now crochet 12 single crochet into the ring. So insert your hook. Let me zoom in a bit. So you did a chain 1. Insert your hook. Grab your yarn. 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through 2. Get your stitch marker and place your stitch marker underneath the 2 loops, so into the stitch, just like that. Focus please. There you go. So I did 1 and I need 12. 2, 3, 4. Alright, I have 12 single crochet, taking the stitch marker out and inserting my hook underneath the 2 strands of yarn of my very first single crochet, and yarn over, pull through, and pull through the loop that you have on your hook, which is called a slip stitch. Now, we're going to make popcorn stitches. To replace our very first double crochet, we're going to crochet a chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is at the beginning of our round, and to get our stitches right up, and we're not going to crochet the double crochet directly, the chain 3 just replaces the double crochet. A popcorn is built up out of 5 double crochet stitches. So as we have 1 right there, into the same stitch we need 4 more double crochet stitches. Yarn over, insert your hook in the same stitch. So this is the stitch where we just slip stitched in. Insert your hook right there and grab your yarn, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Now we have 2 double crochet stitches. Yarn over, insert your hook in the same stitch, grab your yarn, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. 3 double crochet stitches. 4, and 5. Now I'm pulling up my loop, taking my hook out of the stitch, go to the very first double crochet, which is the chain of 3, and insert your hook in the chain in the third of the chain 3, right there. There. Now place that loop back on your hook. So go into the loop right there. Just pull a little on your working tail. Now pull this one through that one. So there you go. And that's how you make your popcorn. Chain 1. Now let's do that again. The chain 3 that we did in our very first popcorn is just only at the very beginning of the round. So for this popcorn we just crochet 5 double crochets into the next stitch. But be careful that you do not skip a stitch, because we definitely do need 12 popcorns at the end. So yarn over, insert your hook, grab your yarn, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull up, take your hook out, go to the first, insert your hook underneath the 2 strands of yarn of your very first double crochet, place that loop back on your hook, pull on your working tail, on your working strand of yarn, and pull this one through that one. There you go. And do not forget to chain 1 to close off the popcorn. Let's do another popcorn together. So yarn over, 5 double crochets into the next stitch, and be sure that you do not skip a stitch. 2, 3, 4, and 5, all in the same stitch. Pull up, go to the first one, there you go, get that loop, and pull that loop through the loop on your hook. Chain 1. Okay, so now I have 3 popcorns. So popcorn the chain 1, popcorn chain 1, popcorn chain 1, and this is what I'm going to do in all stitches in this round. So 5 double crochets, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the hook out, insert the hook in the first double crochet, and get that loop and pull that loop through the loop on your hook, and chain 1. So this is what I'm going to do until I have 12 popcorns, and then I'll be back to show you what to do next. Alright, so now I have my 12 popcorns. I just need to do the chain 1. Be sure that you count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then go to your very first popcorn. Now here is the popcorn. This is the popcorn. Go to the middle of the popcorn right there. Let me show you. So focus, there, go in there, insert your hook right there, grab your yarn and slip stitch. And this is how you close off this round number 2. 3. I would suggest to work in this yarn end at the very beginning of the round first. Before you go any further, because later on in the project it will be really hard to sew it in, because all the look, let me show you. You can do that, but it is really hard to so sewing in my yarn tail at the inside of my work. There you go. So now we're ready for round number 3. Chain 1. Now crochet 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So a chain 1 and insert the hook back into the middle of the popcorn. Grab your yarn over and pull through 2. This is your very first single crochet. I would suggest to place a stitch marker into the very first stitch. Then we have the chain 1 space in between the popcorns. A single crochet around the chain 1 space. A single crochet into the middle of the popcorn. Number 3. A single crochet around the chain 1 space is 4. In the popcorn, in the chain 1 space. And this is what we do all the way around, and at the very end of this round you should have 24 single crochet stitches. Do not forget the last chain 1 space, single crochet number 24. Take your stitch marker out and slip stitch into the very first single crochet at the beginning of the round. So this was round number 3. Round 4, chain 1. Now half double crochet in each stitch around. So chain 1 I did, yarn over, insert your hook in the stitch, grab your yarn, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Placing the stitch marker back into the first stitch. Not the chain 1, but into the double crochet. Sorry, half double crochet. And a half double crochet in the next. Well, basically in all the stitches around, until you have 24 half double crochet stitches. I will see you guys at the very end of this round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last but not least 24. Taking the stitch marker out and inserting our hook underneath the 2 strands of yarn of the very first half double crochet at the beginning of the round. So let me get my LED light and see if it fits into the cup, which it does. Now, if it does not fit as at this point, so if you're using a LED waxing light as I do, and it doesn't fit, it is way too small, then this will be unfortunately the time that you will have to frog your work and go a hook size up, because then everything in this pattern will be too small, so the rings won't fit. Everything will be too tight. So if it fits, yay. If it doesn't, I'm sorry, but believe me, you'll be happy if you frog it now instead of finding out later when you need to put it into the ring and it doesn't fit at all. Okay, right. Around number 5. Let me check my pattern, my rhythm pattern in Dutch, which is not available yet, but at this point when I'm filming this video. All right, round number 5, chain 1. We're going to crochet in the back loop only. So 2 loops. See? When I make a regular half double crochet, I use the 2 loops. So this is the stitch of the previous round, and I insert my hook underneath the 2 strands of yarn. Now, the front loop is this one. This is the front loop. Now the back loop is this one. Let's do that again. 2 loops. Front loop, back loop. We will be crocheting into the back loops only in this round. So yarn over, go to the first stitch, back loop only, grab your yarn, 3 loops on a hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Stitch marker back into the very first half double crochet. Next, back loop only, there, half double crochet. This is what you do all the way around. So at the end of the round you should have 24 half double crochet stitches. Okay, at the end of the round, taking my stitch marker out and slip stitching into the very first half double crochet. Next round is exactly the same as round number 5, so chain 1 and half double crochet into the back loop only. 1, 2. If you find it easier to find your stitch back, then just place your stitch marker into the very first one and half double crochet into the back loops only for the complete round. And again, at the very end of the round, you should have 24 half double crochet stitches into the back loops only. This round number 7, we're going to crochet double crochet stitches, and by replacing our very first double crochet with a chain of 3, so the chain 3 counts as a double crochet, replace into the same stitch as where we just slip stitched in another double crochet. So that means that you have 2 double crochet into the very first stitch. We need 2 double crochet in all the stitches around, and as we have 24 stitches of the previous round, the round below is 24 stitches, in this round you should end up having 48 double crochet stitches. Yeah, that's it. 2 double crochet per stitch. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, all the way around. Okay, I have 48. Alright, I have 48 double crochet stitches. If you're not sure, please count them. Close around by slip stitching, difficult word for me, slip stitching into the third of the chain 3 at the beginning of the round. Chain 1. Now into the same stitch, so basically into the third of the chain 3 of the round below, a double crochet, a double crochet in the next stitch. It might be hidden or right there, so please do not skip that one. 2 and 3. So 3 double crochets, chain 1, and this is what you repeat into the next 3 stitches. So do not skip a stitch, but into the next 3 stitches, 1 double crochet, 2, 3, chain 1, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, all the way around. 1, 2, 3, chain 1. Right, at the very end of this round, instead of doing the chain 1 and then close around, we're going to single crochet into the very first double crochet. So insert your hook underneath the 2 strands of yarn right there, grab your yarn over and pull through 2. And the reason why we do this is because I want to work into this space, and if I just closed it with a slip stitch, I would be on the left side of my work. If you're a lefty, you will be on the right side of your work. And then you need to go over the stitches by slip stitching, and I don't really like that. So therefore I decided to close the round with a single crochet, so I end up in the middle right there. Hope it makes sense. Right, we're going to make V stitches with a chain of 3 in between the 2 double crochets. Right? So chain 3, 1, 2, 3 for your very first double crochet, and another additional chain 3 for a chain 3 space. Now yarn over and go back into the same space and make a double crochet. So this is sort of a V stitch with double crochet, chain 3, double crochet into the chain 1 space. Now skip your 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. This looks like it is another stitch, but it is just the here. This here is just the chain 1. So start counting 1, 2, 3. Alright? Then here is your second or your next chain space. Yarn over, chain space, double crochet, chain 3, and double crochet into the same chain space. Skip the next 3 double crochet stitches and go to the next chain space, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. And this is what you do all the way around. I'll be back to show you guys what to do next at the very end of the round. At the end of the round, skip the last 3 double crochet stitches and slip stitch into the V stitch. There you go. Chain 1. Now front post double crochet around the first leg of your V stitch. So yarn over, go around below, so go to the chain 3, which is basically a double crochet. So yarn over, go on the side, go behind and come up into the V stitch. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. A front post a double crochet stitch. Now into the chain 3 space, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 1 and 2 double crochets. Around the last double crochet of this V stitch, again a front post double crochet. Yarn over, go into the space here, go behind your double crochet and come up on the other side of the double crochet. Yarn over, pull that underneath your double crochet. Now you have the 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. And this is what we're going to repeat for all the V stitches. So yarn over, front post double crochet around the double crochet, 2 double crochets into the chain 3 space, chain 1, 2 double crochets in the chain 2 space, chain 3 space, and a front post double crochet around the last double crochet of the V stitch of the round below. Again, yarn over, front post double crochet, 2 double crochets around the chain space, into the chain space, chain 1 and 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and a front post double crochet around the last double crochet. And this is what you do all the way around. So front post double crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, and a front post double crochet. After you did your very last front post double crochet, go to the very first front post double crochet, insert your hook underneath the complete V, so the 2 strands, and slip stitch. Now slip stitch over the next 2 stitches and then slip stitch into the chain 3 space. We're going to make a V-stitches again, but this time not with a chain of 3, but chain of 4. So we're going to start this round off with a chain of 3 for our very first double crochet, and then a chain of 4 for a chain 4 space. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then a double crochet into the same chain 1 space of the round below. There you go. Then skip all these stitches and go to your next chain 1 space right there. Double crochet, chain 4, and double crochet. And this is what you do all the way around. Into the chain 1 spaces, double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and double crochet. Not sure if I've mentioned before how many of these stitches you should have, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Just in case you wanted to know. So in all of the chain 1 spaces, double crochet, chain 4, double crochet, at the end of the round, slip stitch into the V-stitch at the beginning of the round, chain 1, front post double crochet around the very first double crochet, and into the chain 4 space, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. Front post double crochet around the last double crochet of the V-stitch. Right, next. So this will be the repeat. Yarn over, front post double crochet, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 1, 2, 3, front post double crochet, and this is what you do all the way around. So around the double crochet, a front post double crochet, into the chain 4 space, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, and around the last double crochet, a front post double crochet. I will see you guys at the very end of the round. 1, 2, 3. I did my very last front post double crochet and slip stitching into the very first front post double crochet to close off the round. Now work a slip stitch over the next 3 stitches, 2, 3, and 1 into the chain 1 space. Now we're going to make V-stitches again. Chain 3 for your very first double crochet, and then a chain of 4, just like we did before, a chain of 4 for a chain 4 space. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over, go back to the same chain 1 space and make a double crochet. Go to the next chain 1 space, double crochet, chain 4, and double crochet. So in every chain 1 space of this round, double crochet, chain 4, double crochet, and I will see you guys at the very end of the round. Oops. One, 2, 3, 4, and double crochet. Slip stitch into the very first V-stitch, just like that. Now, this round is basically the most difficult round of the whole small chandelier pattern. And that is because we're going to put our work into the 15 centimeter ring, and it will be really tight. It is going to be hard. Alright, now chain 1, I said chain 1, there you go, and front post double crochet around the very first double crochet of the V. And now get your 15 centimeter ring, just like that. Have your yarn over the ring, so yarn over and work 4 double crochets around the chain space and around the ring. So yarn over into the chain space of the V, around the ring, grab your yarn over, pull through 2, not 3, 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So yarn over into the chain space of the V and into the ring, grab your yarn and make your double crochet. 2, 3, 4. Chain 1, and again 4 double crochets into the V and into the ring. 2, 3, 4. Now the front post double crochet is not worked around the ring, but just around the front post double crochet. So let the ring go, yarn over, make your front post double crochet, go to the next V, make your front post double crochet, get your ring again, work into the V and through the ring, and again make 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets, chain 1, and 4 double crochets over the chain space of your V-stitch and over or in the ring. I have 3 and I need 4. There you go. Then a front post double crochet just around the double crochet, not around the ring, and again around the next double crochet, also a front post double crochet, not around the ring. And now when you're going to work into the V-stitch, chain 4 space, work around the ring as well. 2, 3, 4. Chain 1, and again 4 double crochets. 2, 3, and 4. Do not forget to crochet your front post double crochet just around the double crochet. Right, I can basically hear you think, well, that is not too hard. Listen, when you're close to the end of the round, it'll be hard, believe me. So good luck. Well, maybe the round after this one is more difficult. I don't know. I forgot. Good luck, and I'll see you guys at the end of the round. I did my very last front post double crochet, and now slip stitch into the very first front post double crochet at the beginning of the round. Actually, this round wasn't too bad. I think I remembered it incorrectly. Coming round number 15, I guess it's 15. I think this round is the most difficult round. Sorry. Let's see. Slip stitch over the next 4 stitches. 3, 4, and another slip stitch into the chain 1 space. Chain 3 for your very first double crochet, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes, and chain 3 for your chain 3 space. Yarn over, double crochet into the chain 1 space. Go to the next chain 1 space. Where is it? Here it is. Double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. The beginning isn't too bad, but later on in your round, it'll be really tight because everything falls like towards the middle of the chandelier. I hope it makes sense. Sometimes it's really hard for me to explain what I mean. I hope you guys forgive me. So in every chain 1 space, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. Next chain 1 space, double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and double crochet. I will see you guys at the end of the round. Good luck. Now, close the round by slip stitching into the very first and pull it tight. I meant to say in the very first V-stitch. Now, chain 1. Let me have a look at the pattern. round 16. After you did the chain 1, front post double crochet around the double crochet, then into the chain 3 space, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and 3 double crochets into the same chain 3 space, 2, 3. Front post double crochet around the double crochet. There you go. And this is what you need to do all the way around. So front post double crochet around the double crochet, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 1, 2, 3, front post double crochet. Now if you think that I crochet a little too fast, I do agree. I know I'm trying to do my best to do it as slow as possible, but I don't want it to make a 3-hour video. If you think it is too fast, then there is an option on YouTube that you can use to slow down the video. Then I also talk like I'm drunk, but okay. If it is too fast for you, that might be an option, right? So front post double crochet, 3 double crochets around the chain 3 space, 2, 3, chain 1, and another 3 double crochets into the chain 3 space, 2, 3, and a front post double crochet around the double crochet. And that's the repeat for this round. I will see you guys at the very end of the round. At the end of the round, we're going to close off the round by slip stitching into the front post double crochet. Now slip stitch 1, 2, 3 times, and the 4th time is into the chain 1 space. Let's see, this is round number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Now chain 3 for your very first double crochet, and a chain 2 for a chain 2 space, and a double crochet into the same stitch. Go to the next chain 1 space, double crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and double crochet into the same stitch. There is a fly, go away. Next, chain 1 space, a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, and this is what you do all the way around. At the end of the round, a slip stitch into the V-stitch, chain 1, front post double crochet around the double crochet of the round below, then 2 double crochets into the chain 2 space, chain 1, and 2 double crochets in the chain 2 space. I think let me see, am I doing things right here? Let's see. And a front post double crochet around the double crochet. So at this round, front post double crochet, 2 double crochet into the chain in the chain 2 space, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the chain 2 space, and a front post double crochet around the double crochet. One more time. Front post double crochet, 2 double crochet into the chain space, chain 1, and 2 double crochets into the same chain 2 space, and a front post double crochet around the double crochet. And this is the repeat of this round. I will see you guys at the very end of this round. At the very end of the round, insert your hook into the very first stitch, which is the front post double crochet, and make a slip stitch. Now go over the next 2 stitches by making a slip stitch in each of the 2 stitches, and then go to the chain 1 space and also make the slip stitch. Now the next 2 rounds will be a repetition of the last 2 rounds, so chain 3 for your very first double crochet and a chain 2 for a chain 2 space, then a double crochet into the same chain 1 space. There you go. Go to the next chain 1 space, double crochet, chain 2, and double crochet into the same space. Go to the next chain 1 space, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. And this is what you do all the way around. All the way around into the V stitch in the chain 1 space, insert your hook and slip stitch. Chain 1, make a front post double crochet around the double crochet, not a half double crochet but a double crochet, 2 double crochets into the chain space, chain 1, 2 double crochets into the chain space, 2, and a front post double crochet around the double crochet. If you hear some noise, it's kind of busy in the street at the moment. I don't know why, but it's kind of, and I have my window open because it's actually a really warm day today, so I needed some fresh air. Hope you don't mind. Right, next one, front post double crochet, 2 double crochets into the chain 2 space, chain 1, and 2 double crochets into the same chain 2 space, front post double crochet around the front post, around the double crochet. So this round the repetition is a front post double crochet around the double crochet, 2 double crochets, chain 2, chain 1, 2 double crochets into the chain 2 space, and around the last double crochet a front post double crochet. At the very end of our round, slip stitch into the very first, there you go, into the very first front post double crochet, and slip stitching over the next 2 stitches and into the chain 1 space, so you end up in the chain 1 space right there. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 3 for our very first double crochet, and a chain 1 for a chain 1 space. This is, I think, round 21. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Double crochet into the same chain space, then go to the next chain space, double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet into the same chain space. And this is the repetition of this round. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the same chain 1 space, all the way around. I'll see you guys at the very end of this round. And again, at the very end of the round, slip stitch into the small V stitch. There you go. Chain 1, front post double crochet around the double crochet, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the same chain 1 space, front post double crochet around the last stitch of the V, and again front post double crochet, double crochet into the chain 1 space, chain 1, double crochet, and front post double crochet around the double crochet of the round below. And this is what we will be repeating until we are at the very end of the round. Now the last round and this round, we will be repeating them for a couple of more rounds, but I'm going to tell you more about that at the very end of this round. There you go. So front post double crochet around the double crochet, and then double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the chain 1 space. And to end this little sequence, a front post double crochet around the double crochet. This is what I have left of my very first skein of yarn. So, right. At the very end of the round, slip stitch into the front post double crochet at the beginning of the round, slip stitch into the next stitch, and then a slip stitch into the chain 1 space. Now we're going to repeat the last 2 rounds. which is the round with the V-stitches, the double crochet, chain 1, double crochet stitch. And after we did that one, we're going to crochet the front post double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, front post double crochet round that we just did. Okay. In total we need 5 of these patterns. So the pattern is actually the 2 rounds, the round with the V-stitch and the round with the front post double crochets. And if we did 5 of these patterns in total, so including the one that we already did, then I'll be back to show you guys what to do next. But I'm gonna give you a the details for this round. So maybe if you forgot how to do it, chain 4 and then double crochet, go to the next chain 1 space, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Okay, so I'm gonna add a timestamp down below into the description box of this video, so you know if you don't know how to do these 2 rounds that we just did, then you can go back to that timestamp in the video, and you can repeat it as many times as you need to. But in total we need the 2, actually we need 10 rounds, so the pattern is of 2 rounds. 5 times the pattern is in total 10 rounds. Let me show you. Look, this is the one that I already did. Here I started off with the front post double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, front post double crochet. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these patterns. Okay, I hope it makes sense. So enjoy, and I'll see you guys as soon as I did all the rounds, and then I'm gonna tell you how. Then I'm gonna tell you what to do next. All right, I closed my round number 30. I had all these rounds. If you count them all, there are 30 rounds so far. So what you need to do now is placing stitch markers. You need to place 2 stitch markers. You closed your round here, so this is your very first little pattern. See, your first, here's the loop, the first chain 1 space. So we're going to place a stitch marker in the second chain 1 space. So this is the first one, this is the second one, and in the 10th chain 1 space. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so you place the stitch markers to create so the places where the stitch markers are the places where we're going to create the hanging loops. So in pattern number 2 and in pattern number 10. And then in between you should have the same amount of these patterns. Like, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and after the stitch marker 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So both sides are equal. Okay. What we're going to do right now is, let me get the pattern in Dutch so I know what to do. we're going to attach the 10 centimeter ring. So we just closed off round number 30. Right, so this time we're not going to slip stitch until we are here in the middle, in the chain 1 space, but instead we're just doing the chain 1. Get your ring, place your yarn tail over the ring, your working strand of yarn over the ring, then insert your hook into the stitch. So here's the stitch. Go through the ring, grab your yarn, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2. So you did a single crochet. Go to the second one, the one before the chain 1 space, single crochet into the stitch and around the ring. Into the chain 1 space and around the ring, a single crochet, into the next stitch and around the ring. So this round we will be working into the stitch and around the ring. Okay, next, just single crochet stitches in every stitch and around the ring. Now the next one is where the stitch marker is, so we're taking the stitch marker out, and this is where we're going to create the hanging loop, or hanging string, or in both strings on both sides that we're going to create. We can tie a knot and we can place it somewhere where you like. See, just showing you guys. See, so there are 2 different parts, and you just hang it over something and then tie a knot to secure it. See, that is what we're going to create. So into the chain 1 space, single crochet. Now I'm going to make a chain of 45, but make it as long as you want, but be sure that you remember the amount that you did for the chains, so you can do the same on the other side. So for me it is 45. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 45. Now into the second chain from the hook, the one on the hook doesn't count as a chain. It's 1 in the second chain from the hook, slip stitch, and this is what we're going to do in all the stitches of the chain. Slip stitch, at the end you should have 44 slip stitches. There you go. Now single crochet into the same chain 1 space. There you go. And of course around the ring. Now single crochet and now single crochet around the ring and into the stitch for all the stitches, including the chain 1 spaces, until you are here where your second stitch marker is. Okay, So in the stitch and around the ring, single crochet. Do not forget that chain one space. I will see you guys as soon as I'm right there where the stitch marker is. I'm getting tired. And you can tell by the way I'm searching to find the right words. But I want to finish this pattern because the day after I'm filming this is a working day. Okay, there it is, my second stitch marker. Taking it out. First, single crochet, then chain the exact number that you did on the other side, and for me that were 45 chains. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Now 45 stitches, and again start slip stitching into the second one from the hook and all the way across until you are back at the chain one space. And as soon as you are in that chain one space, then crochet another single crochet in there, so you have 2 single crochets into that chain one space, and then in every stitch around until you are at the very beginning of the round, just a single crochet in the stitch and around the ring. I will see you guys at the very end of this round. Alright, I did my very last single crochet, and then you can close the round by slip stitching into the very first single crochet. So insert your hook, grab your yarn, pull through the loop on your hook, and then do a chain one. But I'm going to close it in another way. So this was my last stitch. Then leave a little bit of a tail end, cut your yarn and pull through. So this is not closed yet. Then get your darning needle, weave your yarn through the eye of the needle, there you go. Then from the inside of your work, underneath the 2 strands of yarn or the V of your very first stitch, get your needle through, there you go, and then through the last stitch from the outside to the inside, and then you created another little V. Look at that. And then weave in your end at the inside of your work. And then I'll be back to show you what the results are, or what your chandelier looks like. And this is what it looks like. I tied a knot into these 2 strands of yarn right there. I'm gonna untie it for you so you can see it. There you go. So you can place it around something and then start to tie a knot, make a sort of a double knot. There you go. To secure it a little. There you go. You can also tie the knot first and then hang it over something. It's just up to you, but it gives you the option to place it anywhere you like. It took some time for me before I could make this video in English. I do have a job, a regular job besides my YouTube channel, and making my videos in English does take, sometimes it does take more time than to make them in Dutch. But I really do hope that you do appreciate the effort from my side. So I would ask you guys to share the video on your socials, share the ones that you made, mention made by Siem, so everyone knows where to find the chandelier. I think I'm going to start with the summer party lights now to make the English video as well. So you can combine that with the cozies, the candlelight cozies that I made, and this one and the party lights. I really do hope you liked watching the video. Please give me that thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And do not forget to hit that little bell so you get notified every time I upload another video. I do upload videos in Dutch and in English, but it's also always mentioned into the title of the video, so it won't be a surprise for you if I speak Dutch and you were waiting for an English version. So yeah, I love it. I'm gonna hang it outside. I really do like this one a lot. Now the yarn that I used, this was the leftover of my second skein, so you don't need a lot of the second skein, but just one skein is not enough. It's the Camilla cotton of iShine's. The link can be found down below in the description box. I do have an affiliate program with iShine's, so if you're going to use this yarn, I would really appreciate it if you could use my link. If you're not going to use this yarn, there are a lot of different other yarns available, same size, same thickness. It's just up to you. It's just easier that I can refer to this yarn, so you know what kind of yarn you should use. But if you do use iShine's, please use my link. For now, thank you so much for watching. If you're going to make another one, if you're going to watch another video of mine, I would like to say, please do not forget to enjoy and stay safe. Bye for now. Hi, and welcome to another video of Made by Siem. Finally, it's finally here. Last September 3rd, blah, 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 blah. For this tutorial, I'm going to use these materials. iShine's Camilla cotton. It's a 100% mercerized cotton, 50 grams, 125 meters per skein. Well, I'm not going to use up both complete. I might do that one in English somewhere in the future, but I'm not quite sure yet, because I think it's really difficult for me to do the rhythm patterns in English too. So I'm gonna cut this part out of the video. I did not realize that it might be really hard to see what I'm doing across the screen while using this yarn. So I'm switching to another color. I really do love this color, but I also want you guys to see what I am doing. So unfortunately, not this color, but I am truly in love with the camel color, but I did not realize it's not visible. Okay, white it is. See? I hope it will be better to follow along with what I am doing. Right. At the end of round number 6, slip stitch into the yeah. At the end of the round, slip stitching into the very first stitch. There you go. To close off the round. Now, again, what you can do is get your cup and your LED lights. If it fits like this, or if it is a little wider, don't worry, but at least it should fit in there. Then you're good to go. Right. Oké, ik heb mijn laatste set van 3 stokjes van English Siem. You need to speak English. Or at least something that sounds like English, not Dutch. Yarn over, go into the chain space, double crochet, chain 3, and double crochet into the same chain space. What the... All of a sudden, my own video starts to play. Are you for real? Now that's spooky, isn't it? Okay. Let's do that again. I'm in shock. Alright. I did my last V-stitch. Now slip stitch into the very first V-stitch. Just like that. And the other round, slip stitching into the next stitch, slip stitching into the chain 1 space. Do I need to slip stitch? Nope. Skip. And this is what it looks like. I just placed the LED light right in there, and it looks really nice at night when you're enjoying a glass of wine or a beer or just another drink at the porch or somewhere else outside, or maybe inside your house. Now these two can be used to tie a knot just like that. And then a double knot, and just hang it over something. But I created it like this because sometimes it's hard to place it over something, but you can tie it around something. You know what I mean? I hope it makes sense, so that it will be easier to hang it for you. There you go. I really did enjoy making this one. Again, I made quite a few now. It took some time before it was done, well, before the video was made in English, but I hope that you guys appreciate the effort that... Are you for real? I had like a complete story inside of my head, and as soon as I hit the button of the camera, I start struggling. Why? Again. And this is what it looks like.